Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
We go! 30 base.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense!
Rock it!
Rush in!
Now!
Check four!
Shoot!
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 56. Here we go. Check. Crunch. 49.
Ready!
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Hey, lock it! Let's go!
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Get ready.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Come on,
So
set.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. He's crashing. He's
Hey, Charlie!
check 31. Sponge. No. Joker.
Get it!
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's got Fuller. The 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Will Fuller. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
56.
No game on this defense. No game.
56.
Hey, Foxtrot.
You can't block me.
Shoot. Watch the
Go.
Slam.
Big grip.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill going for it all. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Kill. Turn up.
Hard.
Big ass.
Five.
Off play action, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. picked by Tracy Walker, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On play action, Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
10 Lobo.
Squeeze, double. Check 3.
Now on 2nd and 16. Tannehill. This one complete to Doug Martin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Go.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
60 Pittsburgh.
56. Come on, D. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Go.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Switch.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Yeah, 60 or.
I'm coming after you. Say it.
Now.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Leo.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Room to run inside the 40. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Steelers nothing.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now it's Tannehill. And he right rifles one incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
A 57-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Slams. Half. Leonard.
Hey, echo.
52 is the mark, boys. 52.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. He's got Evans. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
On 1st down, Mixon. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Switch. Jam.
Look, squeeze. Go. Go.
Mixon will try the right side. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go!
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Go. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Months 56. Time to go.
You're out.
Double up, double up.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return will stop right around the 25. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Quan Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, exit.
Now Allen. He gets it complete to Harris. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Allen going to try and throw on third down. He is going to find Hill here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here for rush coming, and he's taken down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Let's do this.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 1, Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check, lucky. Check 43. Middle. Middle.
Allen going to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check three. No. Off. Watch the twist. 36.
Look at me. Sure, fight.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Rush in.
Check 4.
Check 52.
Watch out.
Rock it.
Again, it's Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strong left. Get in the weight room.
From the gun, it's Allen. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's gone. Check 31. Sponge. No. Joker.
Shit. Watch the shit.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
you. I'm coming after you.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Joe Mixon, 92 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Here's Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 22 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To the air, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
25, check 25, check 25. General West.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Leo! Hey!
Again, it's Mixon. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Niners on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Tight dog. He's coming.
This is Mixon. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Tannehill keeps on the sneak. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. Now here's Pollard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tony Pollard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, protein spill, 18 Gator. Situation, let's go. Jets, let's go.
Now Tannehill. And that's knocked away and incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Allen to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Check 52, come on. Alert. Mike 52, Mike 52. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Squeeze.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Get it.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike 50-19. Eat. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Hey, hold. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the 49ers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Greystone, travel. 5. Deep grip.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready. And Reese.
Against the money.
You better be afraid of me. You better go.
On play action, Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
He's coming. Double up.
Fair.
Slam.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they try the right side here.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Set, ready? 30 base. Chopper! Yep. Hey, team 6.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this 1st quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
80 weapons.
Check one.
Now Jones throwing again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Oh, you got deep? 59.
Here's Jones on first down. And a completion to Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We go set. 10 Lobo.
59. Let's go.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
36. Switch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Colts 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Get ready.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come on,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Jones now back to the air on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Ready? Lights 59.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Jaguar first down.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Oh, yeah.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Alpha. Go.
Check 49.
Shoot.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check safety.
Topper. Go. Ready.
To throw again, Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
36. Line 36. Check 13. Check 13. Check 37.
6-6, pull it high. Yes.
Switch.
On the ball. Go.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got room. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Watch the pass.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Mike, 58, right there.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike, 50.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jones now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. 5.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. This will be caught inside the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Hey, high 7. bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Watch 36.
Jones now. The final shot before break. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Shrugs off another. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
On the draw play, Coleman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. Shreds the tackle. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Hey, wahoo!
On first down, Jones dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Bus formation, bus formation. Come on, boys, come on.
Hey, exit.
Check 59, Mike.
Now.
Jones to throw again. He's going to loft one deep over the... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.